All right. So we're back in the mix, editing a track called Just for Today. It's a bossa nova track, Brazilian sounds. I'm editing a flugelhorn, which I recorded with a great trumpet player, Cristiano Rocha Assis. Brazilian guy from Brasilia, lives in London, friend of mine. We took many takes, and I'm just chopping it all up now, trying to find the best of it. So what I'm doing is I'm finding, like, every take I'm just chopping out what doesn't work, keeping what does work, tweaking it a little bit, and then I end up with all these sort of layers of flugelhorn. Then the idea there is afterwards, after I finish the whole track like this, I can go back and cut bits out, say, well, that doesn't work there, maybe move it to another section or mute it and just thin it out. So that's what I'm working on now. So I'm doing it section by section. So anyone who's familiar with DaveHolmes.live, which is the software I'm using, I've got a section for each, I've got a group for each section of the song. So I was working on the chorus 1. There's no limit. I'm going to take out my guide vocals because they're a little bit out of tune. So I've got the track up here. Guide vocal, take that So that sounds messy, but it's actually got really good stuff in it. So I'm happy with that, and then I'll come back later and tidy it up better, mix it and so on. Things at different levels. So okay, needs thin out. So that's that bit. So next, should really tackle the bit before it. Oh yeah, it's interesting. There we go. It's just an arrangement marker that I made out of a MIDI track which is turned off. Here we go. Oops. I'm gonna expand this, the window of my Ableton, so you can see better. So I can see better as well. So that's what I look and feel. Put it back to 80% or 100%. I mean, is it better for you guys? Can make him bigger, actually. 120 maybe. Let's try that. What do I need to do now? Let's see, guy. Let's go put this on. It's better for you. Okay. Got this YouTube live control panel. Don't really need it. I'll try it first. Right, back to the track. Okay, so let's do It's like an intro, Flugel intro. Let's do that. So put that up there. I already started organizing this. There's a lot of parts are not quite together yet. So let's work with that later. It's kind of rhythmically, it's kind of right. Just need to fix the notes. So look, what's this bit? So this would be the verse 1, right? So let's fold down the track for start. Flugelhorn intro. So let's rename that. Okay, but needs thinning out. Type 2. Thinning, one end. It's one end now. I wish I could collapse it more to save space, but I can't. Anyway. So we're back onto verse 1. So let's loop selection. I'll loop verse 1. So something playing there, probably in this one. Right. So this one needs to be on. Just deactivate everything in that group and bring them in one by one. And this is interesting because they should be in pairs. Should be in pairs. So you see, I've got all these groups. They're all paired up. So I've already found recordings. There was 2 mics. I've already found them, paired them up into the pairs for each section. Right, this tells me that there's nothing on those 2 tracks there, so I can delete that. When it says audio, it's been renamed because there's nothing on the track. I'm just going to put my YouTube on. Usually I have it on my tablet so I can see what's going on. Let's do that. Tabelecie. Okay, let's turn the volume down on my tablet. And then find my live. Switch account. Bear with me while I do some messing about. Actually, I'll just keep it as this. I'll switch it later. Because I've got a record label called Soultonic, so I have another account, Soultonic. Okay, cool. Right. So I can see there, that one can be deleted. Power cable, put that in there. So, right. So this is very similar. This is very similar. It's like a different take of a similar thing. I might even group them together. And then these are the same thing. Actually, I'm going to get rid of these groups and just stack them. Make it easier for me. It's not letting me move that. So I'm going to undo that group. Control Shift G will undo a group. There we go. Now I can move them. Scroll down. I'm going to group them into color as well, make it easier. So just put random color on each pair. That one's already done. That one's empty, I can delete that. These two, give them the color. Give these color. Give these color. I want to avoid giving them grey colors when you do the colors, because then you're not sure if it's deactivated or whatever. It can look deactivated. Let's scroll down. Right, that might be the one that matches up there. There we go. Yeah. Just put this into that. Let's just deactivate this. So, ungroup that. Control Shift G, ungroup. There we go. Now I can move this over here. Something happened to it, just came out of line. That's weird though, because it's a different take between 9 and 09. So recolor that. Right, so let's put this one. Let's ungroup this ungroup. Cool. Move this one down, take 18. Now is that all we have? No, we have some more down here. This one I can delete. So I'm just cleaning up really the takes. This is interesting because usually when there's nothing on the track, it changes the name. Probably hasn't done it because it's in a group. Let's see. So if I ungroup that, and if I ungroup it again, no. So there's something on that track. It's got to be. Because otherwise it would turn it. Like if I do select track content, well, it isn't. That's strange because it normally would change. I wonder if it's because it was grouped, it didn't change name. So So it's something on the track now. If I delete that, that is weird. So I'm not sure why. Sometimes it changes the name when there's nothing on the track, but this time it hasn't. So anyways, zoom out. See, there's nothing there. So I'm just going to delete these 3 tracks. With the delete button. Okay. So here's the material. This one does not have a pair. Where's 29? Figure 8, 29. So let's put that with that one. They should go together. In fact, there you go. So I don't know why I shortened that, but let's give them the same color. Let's move it up. So you've got figure of 8, take 901. Figure of 8. What's this one? Let's open it up. It doesn't say. 901. So that should match with this. Yep. So let's make them both yellow. Move them up. Keep forgetting to select them both with control. Okay. Let's got these two. 3001. They're together as well. There we go. So let's give them that colour. This colour. Cool. So we've got quite a bit of material there to work with. I'm going to save a minute. Didn't do anything yesterday, so today is 26th and the time is 2:35 in UK. So I try to save things with the date and time, then always know when it was made, and also each name is unique and chronological. Okay, so we're going to turn off, I select everything first. I'm going to turn everything off, deselect everything, and turn things on one by one. We're just going to, let's put that arrangement down here. So anytime I want to loop a section, I just want to loop verse 1, I can just click on that and loop selection somewhere. Oh, loop's already in place, so deactivate loop. I can just loop selection, activate loop. So I want to put that on as well. As the trumpet comes in a little bit after the first starts, I'm going to slide it over to get the full phrase. It's still going to be a 16 bar loop, or whatever that is. Yeah, 16 bar loop. Just means it's going to loop still, but it's going to show me the end of the material so I can get it all in. I mean, I'll need to move it back for here. I've got most of it in that loop here. that's pretty cool. Quite pleased with that. Just cut it there. Next one. Let's choose something that starts the same as that. So, these two should not be the same color. I've messed that up there. That's swapped around. It's better. Alright, let's make these. Select content and select track content. Shift down. Okay. Listen to that. So I want, what do I want? I want these. Let's try these ones. Okay, I'll do this group A thing here. That's better. Turn them on. I'm going to pan them as well, each group left and right, so I can hear in both ears a little bit better each sound. Because one of the mics is really smooth, the other one's more abrasive, but together they sound really cool. One reason I was grouping each pair is so I could then just add a utility onto each one to boost them. Boost them both like that. This one isn't quite right, but I can use it for maybe later for editing. I can grab some notes out of it if I need to. So let's see what's going on here on this one. So I think this is just slipped out of line. So I'm going to take it from there and move it back. Turn off this music. So just try and make it fit more with the tune. And that may be where he played it originally. You might have just gone out of time with might have slipped along the arrangement. He may have played it on a different rhythm, But anyway, sounds better like this. Like this. Next one, this one. Yeah, so he's just learning the part when he was playing this, so there's a few notes didn't come out, but I can fix that. So da-da, should be da-da-da. But I could probably use that as a harmony anyway, so let's leave it for now and just try this one. There's some kind of problem on the trumpet there. It's hard to get the notes out sometimes on these instruments. I'm going to extend the loop now because actually I do want him to play from the verse at the beginning, so let's go verse, loop selection. Ba, ba, da, ba. So there's two reasons why that was a little bit late. One, because he's a little bit hesitant because he wasn't sure of the melody, so he just delayed a little bit listening to my voice. And also because of the recording process, there's a little bit of delay introduced. So I've pulled it back. You should make it tighter now. At least tighter now. I just heard it. So he's sliding up to the note there. Don't necessarily want that, so I can get rid of the slide. And have to move it back so it comes in on time. Now that messes with the attack a bit of the flugelhorn, but with the other, once it's laid out with the other takes, it shouldn't be able to hear that. And I might want to boost this to make the accent different. It's very low. You can see the level's low. Actually, let's bring it back down. Put the emphasis on this note. Bow. Get rid of there. So I'm going to warp these now. Warp. Complex Pro. It's quite a big drop. I think it sounds okay when you tune down a flugelhorn a little bit. This when you go up it goes, it sounds a bit weird. There you go, that's the melody. And it's the timing as well. Now it will match the vocals if I put them back in the mix. It's a bit late though. You can see the top of this wave. If I stretch it out, the top of this wave is there. I want it to kind of swell before that a little bit. There you go. So again, the melody, I wasn't sure, and you realise, oh, I've got to play that bit here. So the first note's a bit delayed, the rest of it is fine. That's it, right notes, right time, but the first bit, because it was a bit late, it's a bit delayed, so I actually have to separate this note, the first one, and just move that one note. Let's go back a bit. Do I have to come back? Was it forward? That sounds quite good. Later I'll keep that into the right place. When other stuff's playing, I'll better hear better where it should go. Again, da da da. Turn this one off. For now. This back to there. Just move it back a little bit. So there's a lot of notes. I mean, I could split it up and work on it. I think I'm going to leave that for now. So I might not even need it. There might be another part that does the same thing. Let's have a look. this one. So that sounds pretty good. Let's turn off this. Certainly the second half is good. Probably split that and boost that a little bit. Obviously later you can use limiters and compressors, but I like to try and fix it on the waveform where I can, although there it's kind of distorted. Let's bring it down a bit. Let's do -1. And then that little note needs to be back up. So what I'm going to do is do this, extend this part to there. Alright, so that's pretty cool. So this is wrong. Let's work on that. Yeah. Easily can happen. You've got on the flugelhorn, I don't think there's many buttons, so you just kind of you got to mouth the notes. Warp it. In the old days of sampling, if you change the length, you would speed it up. If you made it shorter, if you made it longer, you'd slow it down. Because basically, you're just sampling. You're just taking samples, literally taking measurements of the volume over time of the waveform, and basically you're playing back those samples at the same rate at which you took them, and that gives you a digital version of an analog sound. An analog sound is something that is constantly changing, like a speaker is moving constantly, so you could take any point of time that you would have a measurement. On digital, you have states of change, and at any point of time you're at a different state of change, and it doesn't get all the bits in between. So the more samples you have, the more it sounds like an analog movement, but in fact it's just steps. So instead of a wave like this, you've got steps. So so when you in the old days when you time stretched, we didn't have the complex sort of processing we have now. So we were literally just playing the samples back quicker, and because they were coming back quicker, it was making the waveforms tighter and shorter. When they're shorter, a waveform is shorter, it means it's higher, and when a waveform is stretched out longer, it sounds lower. So it's actually changing the pitch. But now you can change the length of a sample very easily, and it adds in additional samples to make it sound like the same pitch. There you go. There you go. So I've warped them both on Complex Pro. And then I'm going to that's the best I can do with that. So these notes are wrong. It might sound okay layered with other instruments, and actually might give a bit of a vibe to it, as if it's live. It is live, but I'm editing now. Don't want it to sound too sort of quantized and tight and perfect. There's like a threshold. I want it to sound in time and right, but if you do it too much, and it just sounds like a AI song, Tune it, put warp on. So I listen to that soloed. Okay. So he actually played the note again because he realised he messed it up. That's very handy. So basically all I'm going to do is move that back and drag it. You'll be able to see it overlay like a ghost. And just line it up so that the contour matches. You'll have the same timing. But I've screwed up, haven't I? Put on the wrong track. So overlay it. That's better. Cool. Brilliant. So now you need to crossfade it. Crossfading means that you get if you zoom into it, I'll show you. Oops, what's going on there? I'm going to do Z. It just means it fades this cut, otherwise it's going to jump up and get a glitch. But you want to do the same on both mics because it was recording the same material. So now it should sound like it's the same take. Oops. Messing with the loop there, but no mistake. It's not as went damn. I mean, I could warp it and shorten it. Just cut it like that. But that sounds weird. But I could do like this, maybe. Bit more. Let's get them both and stretch it out. Yeah, it's actually where it ends is on bang on the where it sort of fades to nothing is that bang on that 29th bar. It's more short, it's better. I can make it louder to give it more of an impact. That's going to sound cool with the other ones. Shrink it back down again. Alright. So let's go back to the arrangement. Click on verse 1, right click, loop selection. Control Shift F to follow, and then I'll Control Shift F as soon as it's in the loop. As soon as I see the loop, I can take it off. You can hear the drums don't come in on time, but that's fine, it's lives. I might fix it on the mix. Cool, so next one, this one. So I'm going to move that. I like that phrase, but it's not where I would put it. I would go I would do like that. Reverse it and bring it forward in the song. So let's take this Put it over here for now. Just put that back there. So, so that goes there. Maybe. Am I doing the right one? Doing it wrong. Doing the way around. Listen to the original again. Rewind. Yeah, so it's actually slower than I thought it was. In order to get that rhythm, I have to bring it back. Okay, I can fix this. I know this. I know what to do. I know what to do. Yep, zoom out. Needs to go there. Zoom out again. Bring this back on the beat, I guess. So I'm going to move that. Zoom out. It's annoying. Bump, bump, bump. Oops, wrong place. It's too quiet. We'll start. It's too early. Should we go there? No. Try. Kind of. I know how it. See, these swells of the note need to overlap the lines there. There. Let's clean this up. Bring it back. Put another note in there. Actually, I want to go. So I'm going to change that as well. Just before he does that. No, that's the attack of the next note. Don't want to interfere too much with that. So I'm going to do it here. So I'm going to shorten this note here. So warp it, complex pro, anchor point there, and bring it back there. Shorten that for now, like that. Let's find the right position first. It's actually warped both of them at the same time because I had them both selected. It's good. I suppose that would be more natural. Push it back a bit. Push it forward a bit, I mean. I really wish that the transport window wasn't right at the top. Wish it was like a floating window in the middle. Too early. So I kind of found the right place, so I'm going to stretch it out now. And then zoom in. Then crossfade it. To expand a bit there to get the crossfades. And press A to find them again. It's weird, it's weird. Deactivate crossfades. See how that sounds. It's a little bit flat. Let's tune up a bit. It's a bit sharp. That's better, isn't it? It's probably sharp because when he attacks the note, the extra force sometimes can bend the notes up. Still a bit sharp. Cool. Bum, 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 bum. So I'm going to put two more notes in. Ba, 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 ba. And how am I going to do that? Easy. So I'm going to overlap that. Should give me the timing. Then I can put that back. Might be wrong. Yeah, so I got the timing. But I want it to go up. Ba, 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 ba. I'm going to take off one of them so I can hear it better. Let's centralize that for you. Center that for you. So I don't want that low one because it's going up. I really want the high one there. Let's line it up. Oops, undo. Control and Alt. So control to copy, hold down Alt as well to shift it where I want it. And that's giving me a problem because I should have done both of them. Here we go. So shift, click to select it. Select both of them because they're next to each other. Now control to copy, Alt to put it where I want it, and click on any of them. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't realise you could do that. So how was that? Undo that. What was that? Shift. What did I just do? No. Let's try and get that command back in. Control Alt. That's interesting. Didn't know about that. Okay, so click, shift click to get that one. I do need to copy it, so I'm going to drag it. Press copy, see the copy symbol. And now the Alt. And now if I press the Alt afterwards, it doesn't move it around. I'm going to overlay that one as best I can to keep the rhythm. Yep. If it's a higher note, it's going to sound less artificial when I pitch it up. I'm going up. So. Bum, 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 bum. Warp it. this one. Actually, I need to put them both. Complex Pro is a better algorithm. Complex Pro. Select both those. Up another 2 or 3. So I've got like a chromatic rising stab line. I did want it higher though, but that's alright for now. I can make it better later on. So go back to bar. There you go. Save that. Fun and games. Pretty cool. Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. And the second half of that. That second one, that's a bit earlier for me. I want to make it a bit more lazy. Bit lazy. And that last one could be not so lazy. More urgent. Bring it forward a bit. And a bit louder as well, because you want to shock people a little bit. How you're playing it. There. Okay. Really want to bring that first phrase in again. So I might copy that, just a blatant copy paste. Might change the note a bit. So now it's on this. Bring that back a bit. And on the other one. So I started to get an arrangement now with the parts that we recorded, but still, actually let's turn that left and right. Cool. I think I'm going to make something to eat or have a coffee soon. Belly rumbling. Belly rumbling. So let's move on to the next one. These two. Turn them left and right. Just double check I haven't got that already. Take 7, take 6, okay. I'm going to leave that for now because it's very similar to another one I got. But that's it actually, that's all. Oh no, it's 3 more pairs. Put them on. that one's right. I just need to make it louder. Just gonna raise all the material. Raise the volume without clipping them. Cool. Just turn it off. Do this one. Turn these on. Similar to the other one. It starts off wrong, but actually that's useful because it's a harmony. So I can take that. A little bit of harmony there, I can eke that out later. Eke it out. But for now, don't want it to play. Just tidying up as well. The silence, you don't want to miss some of the sounds, like a little bit of breath before he plays. You know, you might want to keep that on one of the tracks. And I will need to fade in and out everything so it doesn't clip anywhere. Otherwise the background noise sort of clips, or the background noise sort of cuts out, comes in, it sounds unnatural. So you need to fade in and out all your starts and ends. Okay, let's clean that up a bit. So we're just doing the first verse. So I can deactivate that, and that one, and that one, and that one, and then switch this one on. It's the last group of sounds on this verse. Go back to bar 18. So this is actually take 30, because we did a lot of, tried different things, and so that's one of the later takes. So he had it down, had it to a player, had it really, it was getting the swing, it was getting the notes correct. So that's a good one. So I'm going to stick that at the top. That's going to be what I will base everything on. Just need to boost the volume again. So I'm going to right click both of them, and one of them pans to the right. Right click both of them, select track content. There's no shortcut for that bollocks things. I'm just going to boost the gain a little bit, and add 2 dB. If you look in the waveform, it doesn't clip, it's fine. So now I want to boost the whole flugelhorn. Still can't hear it very loudly. And that's at 0 now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a utility. So type in utility, and I'm going to put that as an audio effect, put it onto the track. Just drag the main thing on there. And I can boost the gain of the whole track without messing around with the gains on the other side of the mixer. It just makes it easier. I can zero everything on the right side and have the gains on this utility, which is underneath here at the bottom. Down there. Okay, so let's try that. So that's more at a volume where I can hear to make the edits, you know. Then next one I want to deal with is this one, because it kind of fits can see it kind of matches the other one, so that should help layer up the sound. Actually, he's doing a flourish thing there, so we'll leave that. So I'll rename that. I'll put like a flourish or imp. Put impro, not impro. Let's start. And then I can see straight away, oh, that's a bit of improvisation. Control R to rename, home to go to the beginning of the name, Control V to paste. I just copied, enter. So turn it off. Let's go down to this bit. Again, more impro. So just Control R, that's rename that. Grab that impro. That impro label and put it on there. Impro. So I'll take that off as well. Go to the next one. Turn these on. So uncomfortable. I'm sitting on a cajon. Oh, sorry. So that's kind of like what you should be doing. Put it to the top. Bit of harmonies, bit of the same kind of thing going on. So let's try to do the whole phrase. It's messing up a little bit, but let's put it at the top. I'll need to align them. I might just keep this bit. I'll just keep that bit. And not the da ba da ba, because I'm singing that anyway. And then the response is ba da da ba dee do ba da da ba dee da ba da da. So let's see what else does that. What's this one do? Take off that and that. Okay, so that is the first bit I need. Cheat a little bit. So I'm going to stick this up here. Need to double check that that's figure of 8, so yeah, it's on the right track because the other one's figure of 8. The two mics figure of 8, or a rhythm I think it is, figure of 8. Figure of 8 has on a microphone it picks up different things, so figure of 8 is like an 8 and it picks up what's in front and what's behind but nothing from the sides. So it's good for trumpet because you just want what's in front, and what's behind will just be like the opposite, the rare fraction of the waves. I guess it's going to sound good. It's not going to have the side information. It's going to sound more focused on the instrument. And the other one, 95 Rode, I think it's just a normal condenser. I'm not completely sure. I think it's just a normal condenser mic, so that'll just pick up a really sweet sound, probably a bit harsh. And you'll pick up more ambience, I guess, around it as well. Together, you can hear it sound a bit more warm, layered up, and so on. I'll play both the sounds actually. This is the center of them both. This is the figure 8. It's a bit more warm, a bit more analog tube like. And this is the condenser. It's more bright. It's picking up the harshness of the trumpet. But that's good because that's what makes that. That's what makes the trumpety sound. It's a flugelhorn, I know it. Together it's more smooth, but still got that kick to it. You know. That can be fixed in the mix. Will get fixed. It will get sorted in the mix. The levels. So yeah, I will be tweaking that to make it fit more my vocal, the swing of my vocals. That's cool for now. You know, I'm gonna probably end it there for this live because I need to have a coffee and this seat is really uncomfortable. And then I'll just carry on what I'm doing. It's pretty much the same thing. And log on later when I've got more going on. If you're there in the chat, say hello, leave a comment. Make sure you add notifications. Next time I go on, it will notify you that I'm online. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your hairdresser, tell your accountants. I'm online, baby. But now I'm going to sign off. Thank you very much for watching.